Hey everyone, it's Courtney. So I'm going to post another video. I know I just posted one, but I kind of want to post one. I kind of had to go with my first video as far as, parenting and being a mom with an eating disorder. So I kind of wanted to give a couple reasons as to how my eating disorder gets in the way of, being a parent and, being a mommy. So one huge reason is obviously mealtime, and I often have to make my kids meals, of course, and usually it's, I have a 4-year-old and I have a 1-year-old, so it's kind of, I don't know, kid-friendly meals, nothing too crazy, or anything like that. So the main thing is when we have family meals and we're all sitting down together, and I always have, I go through my head, and anytime that I have to have a meal, wherever I am, whether I'm at work or at home or anywhere, the first thing that goes through my head is, number one, are you going to be able to purge? Because that makes a huge difference on what you're even going to decide to eat. Because if you can't purge, then you have to go to a safe food. And if you can purge, well then who cares? Like, who cares what you eat? Eat whatever you want. I don't binge, so it's just I'm comfortable eating if I'm able to purge. So my 4-year-old is kind of catching on a little bit as far as I have to do the mommy thing of making sure that my kids eat everything. So a lot of times he won't want this, or he's being a typical 4-year-old and being picky, and he won't want something, and I have to, be bad mommy and say, no, you need to eat that, you need to eat what's on your plate, that's what was for dinner, or whatever. And meanwhile, I'm like the hugest hypocrite in the world as a mom, and my 4-year-old is starting to catch on to that. So I will typically hear, mommy, but you're not eating, why aren't you eating the same thing as me? Why can you eat something different? Why are you eating that? Can I eat this? Can I eat a salad or whatever? So yeah, it's kind of made things a little bit difficult, and it's a little motivation, I guess. Just trying. I am just so terrified of my kids finding out about my eating disorder. So it's kind of, anyway. Another reason is the eating disorder really depletes me. So, which all of you know that it's draining. It consumes you, and it takes over a lot of things. Just earlier today, my 4-year-old was talking to me just about, what 4-year-olds talk about in his life, and, what was going on at school, and, well, dinner time's coming up. So, what's going through my head? I'm thinking about the fact that we have this huge shepherd's pie that we just bought at Costco, and I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm not going to be able to purge it. And if I'm not going to be able to purge it, then what am I going to eat? Or am I going to eat it just to make sure that my boyfriend doesn't really catch on to how bad things are? Meanwhile, my 4-year-old's talking to me, and I'm not even engaged to him. Like, he doesn't deserve that. He is 4, and he deserves mommy to be paying attention and engaged in conversing with him. And meanwhile, my stupid eating disorder is consuming my head with, I hate it so much. Another one is just energy. When my kids want to do stuff and I'm like so tired. I'm tired all the time. Or I have things wrong with me, it seems like on a daily basis. Parts of my body will hurt every day. My chest will hurt, everything, every part of me just hurts. And so when my kids want to do things that are fun and enjoyable for them, which they should be able to do because they're 1 and 4, and mommy should be able to do that, and a lot of times I feel bad because I'm so tired, and it's not fair to them. It's just not fair to them. And my boyfriend's getting kind of frustrated with this whole thing, and he's trying to be there for support. He really is. And So those are a couple ways. There's a whole list. I'm sure if I had the time I could sit down and list all the ways that, you know, my eating disorder is getting in the way of me just being a mom and a good mom, and it sucks. So anyway, I guess that's it for now. Thank you everybody who left me comments. It meant so much, and even though, you know, it's, you know, honestly, I was so happy to read just one comment on my video. So you know, I'll post more. I'll probably post some next week. I did the NITA walk with my mom last week, and I have all these pictures from doing the eating disorder walk in Phoenix, and I kind of want to post them, but I'm not quite sure how to do like one of those slideshow picture things that people post, so I'll have to figure that out. Anyway, talk to everybody later. Bye.